In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Cloud Video Intelligence API with Python for label detections. So as you see in this PPT depicts my demo. Here I'm going to show you how we can use artificial intelligence on videos to analyze the videos and get the required, identify the required labels present in the videos. So when you say label detection is nothing but in the video what are all the objects it can identify, what are all the things it can identify. Maybe it could be a living being, it could be non-living being, right? So this video intelligence API, it will help us to identify those objects present in the video, right? So in this video, what I'm going to do is, how we can use that API with using Python. What are all the steps that you need to configure? What are all the configurations that you need to do in the to achieve this particular video intelligence with APIs? Yeah. So here this PPT depicts my overview of my video where I'm going to walk you through like how do you need to configure the required configurations in the Google Cloud, and then finally how you need to write the code in the Python, and then how we can execute the code so that we get the required label detected from your videos. Yeah. So here, for example, say you have a developer who is using the Python to develop the APIs, which is internally invokes the video intelligence APIs of Google Cloud, right? So that is written in the Python, and so generally video intelligence APIs will use the videos stored in the Google Cloud storage, especially storage bucket, and it could be of any format. It could be of .mp4 or .mev, something like that. Yeah. So our video would be stored in the in the Google Cloud storage bucket, and then what we do is we're gonna reference that URI, nothing but the URI of the video which is stored in the storage bucket in the code, and then finally we invoke the video intelligence API of Google Cloud, right? So with giving the a reference as the URI of the video which is sitting in the Google Cloud, right? And eventually when it compiles, it takes certain times, and finally we're gonna have the required output from the compilation or invocation of the video intelligence API, and finally we're going to get the the required labels out of the video analysis, right? So this is the main motive of this particular video, right? So I believe that how much the value it is, when you say video intelligence API, especially for label detection, right? For example, the use cases I can tell it, we can use this video detection technologies, video label detection technologies for doing the city surveillances, and doing the any kind of surveillances that you want to do at any places. It could be a city, or it could be market, school, blah blah. So any places where you want to do a certain surveillances, in these cases, this kind of technology comes in handy. You can identify the threats, you can identify the objects, you can identify the persons, you can identify the miscreants, right? So all these kind of use cases, are the real time use cases of the video intelligence APIs especially. Okay. So this video is going to help you like a starter, how you can use the Google Cloud given APIs to achieve this scenario, right? All right. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the my VS code basically. So yeah, so if I go to the my VS code, so I have opened my VS code here. So I'm going to close it off. So for this video, I have already articulated the code required for this demo purpose. I have written this Python file, and I have already tried already, right? So now in this video, what I'm going to do is how did this code works. I'm going to walk you through the code, and finally I'm going to show you, how does this code runs in the real time. And finally we see that that it actually detects the real labels present in the videos at the real time with a certain confidence vote as well, right? So the prerequisite here is you should have a Google Cloud. So if you don't have a Google Cloud account, you can subscribe it freely from the Google Cloud, because Google Cloud provides you 30 300 euros, sorry, $300 for 3 months. So you can subscribe to the Google Cloud as a user, and from there you should be able to use the Google Cloud account for this one. Yeah. So here the first prerequisite is, once I believe that you have a Google Cloud account, then you should have once you have a Google Cloud account, you should have a project like this. So currently my project name is Google Cloud Quick Labs, which is my channel name basically. And then from the I am an admin, go to the service account, create a service account. Yeah. So I believe that you are aware of the creating the service account just by clicking the create service account and give the name of your service account. Eventually, we'll end up with creating a service account like this. Yeah. and to this service account, give your storage account access, in the sense, because we are using the storage account bucket. So give storage account related permissions to this particular yeah, service account. So how did I give is, I have created a role. So I'm going to show you the role. So I have created a role with a name like a demo. And if I show you the Cloud Quick Labs demo, so this role has a full permission on the storage bucket, that is cloud storage bucket. Yeah. So you see, I have given the permissions to this particular role, and this role is attached to my service account. So the service account which I created just now, so which I created for this particular demo, has that role being attached. If you go to the permissions, so you should see that role being attached to this particular service account. Yeah. And then after that, I created a key, that is JSON key. Right, by clicking on add keys, create new JSON keys. So once you click on the create new JSON key and opt in for JSON, click on create, you will be having a JSON file being downloaded in your laptop or in your system, and you can use it for authenticating the your cloud from the script side. So in my case, I'm executing this code from my laptop, that is nothing but from my local environment. Yeah. So in that case, I'm using the json file based authentication to the Google Cloud. So this is the first prerequisite. Then we're going to go to the other side. So another side, you need to have an S3 bucket, because not S3 bucket, that is cloud storage bucket. So you need to have a bucket in the cloud storage, and in that bucket, you can upload your videos on which you need to do a intelligence. You need to compile the video intelligence, especially for label detections. Okay. So there are multiple levels of intelligences can be applied on the videos and get the required results or the required outputs. For example, say label detection is a kind of an output, or it could be like transcribing the videos, it could be another kind of output. For now, this video I'm focusing more on label detection, which is, I feel, more valuable when you say video detections. Yeah. So, and yeah, so if this video makes more sense, I'm going to create a transcribe, and the other intelligence operations that we can apply on the videos would be video related to those instances would be created in subsequently from on my channel. Yeah. All right, so for that case, I created a bucket called a test demo storage bucket, and in that one I have uploaded two videos. I'm going to show you these videos, how does it looks. Okay. So before that I go to the next one. So we're going to go to the next step, that is prerequisite, prerequisite number 3. So the prerequisite number 3 here is, you need to activate cloud video intelligence API on your accounts. So to how to do that, you just go to the main search bucket, the main search for video intelligence. Yeah. So say video intelligence. So here you see there is an option called marketplace video intelligence. Yeah. Click on this one, you're gonna take you to the yeah, so just click on that one. So you're gonna take you to this page, that is cloud video intelligence API. So it will be disabled by default, because whenever you create a project in the Google Cloud, so you have that API being disabled by default, but it should be activated if you want to use these videos. Yeah, if you want to use these APIs provided from the Google Cloud. Yeah. And note that it has its own pricing mechanism. So if you see here, there are pricing mechanism which I would recommend you to go through before you use this APIs, or you use these services. Yeah. All right, so this is our third requirement. So I'm going to go back to the storage bucket again, so that I can show you how does my video looks like. And then I'm gonna explain the code, and then finally we're gonna see how does these video intelligence API behaves on our videos, and then finally shows the required output, that is label detection. Yeah. So I have uploaded one internet available video called Zane Good, Goodall, something like that. So if you see the preview, so this is how my video looks. So Google Cloud Storage Bucket has an option that you can preview the any kind of files, especially MP4 or video kind of files. If I play this video, so it's just a normal, very nature video which I got from the Google site itself. They have created this video for for some demo purpose maybe. Yeah. So this is how the video looks like. So I'm gonna show you this video.
Cling
So we're gonna use this video for video
is so
intelligence purpose. Yeah. So another plus, not only this.
I was awed by the beauty.
So not only this, I have another type of file called WMV. So if I open this video, so this is the video which I created for Google Cloud when my YouTube channel was hacked, unfortunately. Yeah. So basically, dot, since it is dot wmv file is not being identified or not been executable within the storage bucket. That's the reason I cannot have the option to preview it. But basically it contains something like, so I was requesting Google Cloud, I was requesting the Google to, hey Google, please please bring my hacked account back, yeah, something like that. I was giving input. But yes, I'm also going to analyze this video as well for your purpose, so that you understand that not only just .mp4 file, but also WME file can also be used for analyzing the video intelligence as well. Yeah. All right. So these are all the prerequisite walkthrough. So now let me go back to my VS Code. So this is my VS Code. Yeah. So in this VS Code, now I have my I have one file called something like this. So if I show you, so this is something, my service account related credentials files are being downloaded, and this is how the JSON file looks like. And I have kept it in a same folder where I have kept those Python script. And this is the Jane Goodwill .mp4 file which I have uploaded in a storage bucket, which I showed you demo as well. Yeah. All right. So in this one, we are interested in the detect labels. Yeah. So this is our scenario of video intelligence. But if this video gets hit, I'm gonna create the further video intelligence scenarios, right? It could be identifying the shots, it would be trying to get the transcribe of the video, or identify the objects, or identify the something in the on the video. So there are like a lots of scenarios that can be applied on the video. So I'm going to create each instance as one video, right? If this really feels really good to the audience, okay, especially to the my channel audience. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna walk you through this code. So this is like a bit lengthy code, so but stay intact and stay patientful so that you can understand. I'm gonna walk you through the line by line. Okay, so it's gonna take some time, so bit patience. Okay, so before you execute this file, anyways, this file will be shared in my GitHub repo. Link will be shared in the GitHub repo. My GitHub reports link will be shared in video's description. You can find it from there, or you can find this code in the Google Clouds document as well. Yeah. So before that, we need to install a Python module called Video Intelligence. So I'm going to show you that and how to install that. So you need to install pip install Python Google Cloud Video Intelligence. So this endpoint, or this the this package has to be installed in your system before you use it. Okay, so for that case, so I'm just executing it again. Just I'm refreshing the installation because I already did it. Yeah. So if you are doing it for first time, make sure that you install these packages with using the admin privileges. Yeah. So once this is done, then only it is has identified that hey, I have these packages installed, and I can identify this particular API endpoint. That is what this green line says all about. Yeah. So here, so I'm going to walk you through this file now. So here, we are importing data time. We are importing the multiple other modules, say optional, sequence, typing, blah, blah, and all, because these are needed for us. And this is the very important import, that is Google Cloud. So from Google Cloud, we want to import a module called video intelligence underscore version 1, which is the latest API. And I'm going to make it, acronym of that, that is VI. And finally, then I'm also importing the OS because I want to load my application credentials in the environmental, in the OS environment. That is, my system is Windows, so I will be loading in a Windows environmental system. Okay, so this is nothing but the path where where my credentials, where my service accounts credentials JSON file is been set. Okay, this is what I showed you just so you can set it like that. Yeah. And then we are ready with the the code here. So the code is, first one, the function is detect label, which is our main aim on, right? So in this detect label, it actually asks you for three parameters. Yeah. So what are those three parameters? One is the you need to pass the video URI, and then you need to say what is the mode. It is mode is nothing but the so underneath the window, underneath the video intelligence, see the label detection mode, we need to opt in that. So that's what it says. And the segmentation, so what kind of video segmentation do you need? Okay, finally, and then we are telling them, hey, this function will going to result, return something, a result which is of type like video annotation result, something like that. I'm just marking it. But this is, if you are a very plain Python coder, this may not be required. Yeah. And then we're going to go to the down the line. So basically we are creating a video client of from the module, that is video intelligence. So wherever you see vi is nothing but video intelligence service client. So we are actually creating a client here, and this client is used for doing the video intelligence compile actually. So this video intelligence API needs certain parameters, and parameters are being built here. So again, we are creating a features, and the so feature is label detection feature configuration. So in the configurations, we are doing the label detection configuration, that is label detection mode equal to the mode is label detection mode, yeah. And the context is video context. The context is video context for label detection. So we just need to follow, these are the syntaxes, okay. So these are the standard syntaxes we need to follow, so there is nothing innovation here, yeah. And then the request. So in the request now, what we are doing is we are actually using the above input, that is video url feature, and the context. So context are being, all these three have been used as a parameter, and we are invoking a annotate video request, yeah. And the result, the response of that particular API invocation. So this is nothing but, this is actually the backend is nothing but, we are hitting the Google Cloud Video Intelligence API by this, and the response would be the result of the video analysis. And that so that is nothing but so we are again using the video client to unload the video, where the response is retrieved from this one, yeah. And finally, wait for the, so we need to wait for the, because compile the video compilation is a time consuming job, so it has to be wait for the operations to complete. And then result should be captured, so say a single video is processed, so we need to get in the result, and henceforth the result is being returned. So that is how the function has been written. Down the line, we have a Python commands as well, where we are declaring the variable. This is nothing but the variable that is my, this is my S3, this is my AWS, so this is my Google Cloud storage bucket name. This is the file name. So I'm going to go to the bucket. So this is the file name, and this is my bucket name. So if you open this one, click on this one, you're going to get the one of the GS, that is Google storage util URI. This is one, yeah. So that URI is been kept in here. Similarly, in the mode, we are actually tagging the mode equal to label detection, and the segmentations, we are doing the video segmentation, that is start time offset, and the second, the end time offset equal to 0 to 37 seconds, yeah. So these are like a standard configurations, but based on your need, you can explore deeper and change the values accordingly. So here, first one, we are actually invoking the above function, which I explained you, with these parameters, with these global variable as a parameter, and the result is been captured. So this result is, it is actually contains the label detected result. And now, once you have the result, we need to print out the results. We need to extract the output, actual output from the result, and that is what the down the line code will be doing. So one is a print a video label, so it contains the parameter of the result, that is nothing but this result of type video annotation result, yeah. And then comes the the actual this is nothing but, this is just a Python code trick that we are doing it here, yeah. So one is sorted by first segment configurations, okay. This is sorted by first segment confidence, which if I go this one, so here so what is this sorted by first segment confidence is nothing but, is another function that is written here only, so which actually helps us to print the results, okay. So I will just quickly walk you through that function as well in the later case down the line, yeah. So here we are actually sorting it by the first segment confidence. Then the video labels are being identified, yeah. For each video label, we are actually iterating it and finding the category entities to the strings, yeah. And then finally, you see the labels. So we are actually using the label segmentations, and from that we are actually extracting the multiple two types of data. One is the, what is the confidence of the label, what is the name of the label, yeah. So the first one is the confidence of the label, then the start time offset and the end time offset. In the sense, in video you have a time, right? So once video starts runs, it will start from 000, nothing but 0 minute 0 seconds, maybe 0 hour 0 minute 0 seconds, okay. So it will just offset from starting, that is 00 to say 30 seconds, then 30 seconds to 60 seconds, something like that, yeah. So this is nothing but start, what is the start, and what is the end time of offset, offset time basically. And then so then actually we are actually telling what is the label it has identified, and all these values are being separated by the by the pipe actually, and that is what we are printing, yeah. So down the line, the next two functions are nothing but the usable functions which we have declared in the above function. So it is sorted by first segment confidence. This is a custom function. It asks, it actually takes the label, that is sequence label, as an input, and gives the sequence via label annotation as an output. Yeah, so if you see this one, the first segment confidence, yeah, so that's again another function down the line. It should be, if I go down, so this is yeah, all right. So again we have a function called, so this is basically that is first segment confidence. Okay, so again it will return the confidence basically. So that is label segment confidence answer. So the function within the function, this is actually, yeah. And finally, this is actually returns the confidence, yeah. Similarly, category entities to strings, in the sense the what kind of category the entity has been identified, so that value will be returned by this function, yeah. Finally, we are calling the function called print video labels um, by the shots basically, yeah. So this actually by basically it just identifies the labels according to the start and the end time offset. Okay, so according to the, so it means within this time to this time, what is the label it has identified, yeah. So that kind of output will be given by this function, that is print video labels. Now let's say you want to go to the next level, that is the shots level. So you might have seen videos. So videos are always captured in the form of shots, in the sense, so my videos are already just like a one shot. Yes, okay, all my YouTube videos are shot in a one shot actually. In the sense, I don't have any kind of maybe I don't have any like stop and record, stop and record. So stop and record is nothing but one shot, right? So if you want to identify the labels by shots, this is what the next couple of functions will help you. So this is again, it is doing the same thing as I explained above, but now it will try to identify within the shots of the videos, yeah. So this is sorted by first segment. So this is again the function written the downline, yeah. And then from there we are also using the same trick that we did in the above, that is for each labels, we are identifying the segments. From the segments, we want to extract the knowledge, that is confidence, start time offset and the end time offset, yeah. All right, and then finally the supporting functions of this particular print by print short labels. Okay, so this is what the function is all about, yeah. So again, this is the helper function for the function called print shots label, yeah. So it just contains, so basically it has a first segment start and confidence, yeah. So if I can show you this, all right, so this is again a function within the function. So basically it is actually asking for the label for each label, so we are executing this function, and this function returns something, and that returned is nothing but so that is basically confidence. So the confidence will be returned here, and the basically we are actually sorting the output in the form of label, and then start and the confidence will be values will be given here basically, yeah. And then finally, this is the function which is actually gives us the result in the form of actually it actually returns the result of the labels, yeah. That is what all the labels are being identified within the videos per shots in the videos, yeah. So if I can tell you in a more terminology, if I can show you in a more details what is the shots, to avoid you confusion. So for example, I'm playing this video, right? So if you see this video, so I'm just playing this video for your purpose. So you see the video has been started at 1 seconds. Okay, so yeah, so now if you keep on looking this one, so the screen has not yet changed. Okay, it is one shot, and suddenly the change, it suddenly went to the something, some other images. Okay, that is nothing but actually a shot, that is switching from one show to the another show, right, within the video. That is what we call it as a shot, yeah. All right, so and we are actually detecting the label. So what is the actual label, in the sense, as this video is playing, yeah. So what are all the video intelligence API can identify in this video, that is what actually it returns as an object. For example, as I'm a human being, right? So I can identify because I have an intelligence. Say I can see that, yes, it is showing some tree, it could be a forest, there is a sunlight, there is a sky, these are all the object, I can identify by my vision, right? But let how does this, if you want the program to do this, that is where the video intelligence is coming in picture, yeah. All right, so with that, what we can do is, we are done with the code walkthrough as well. So I'm going to share this video, I'm going to share this code in my GitHub repo, and the GitHub repo link will be shared in this video's description. You can find it from there as well, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to execute this code by just clicking on the start button here. So if you see here, it has started to execute a file name called test.env, which we have created in the storage bucket. And let's see, what does it gonna return us basically. So as I said, it will take some few seconds or few like nearby 10 seconds to process the video and then generate the required output, that is detecting the labels. Yeah. So once I'm gonna run this code for 2 times for the demo purpose. Yeah. So for now, let's run for the WMV file, and then later we can go for the MP4 file. Right. So it's gonna take some time. So basically, when it runs, it actually compiles and then gives the result. Here you go. Right. It has retrieved the results into two chunks. One chunk is just telling from one start time to another start time what are all the labels it has identified, right? So since this is my video, that is test WMI, so it basically contains a tutorial, right? That's the reason it has says, hey, there is something tutorial in this video, and it is confident of something like 87, which is very high. So more the percentage of confidence, which means more the probability the label detection is. Yeah. So that is that is how more accurate detection is. Okay. So then it says there is some computer program is happening, software is there. So it is a 70% confidence. Okay, which I see that the least confidence is 33, which is multimedia, right? So it has identified this is nothing but this is what it has identified in the time frame basis. Okay, if you see the time frame, so there's something like these in this time bound it has identified. Now let's go to the shorts level, right? So in the first shorts, it has identified there is a tutorial during these time frames. You see from the 042, so this one from 9 seconds to 36 seconds, blah blah, right? So this is how it is actually identifying that these are all the labels it has identified. Yeah. Now this is all about one video. I'm going to take you to the another video, that is the another one that is which I found in the Google internet. Yeah, that is from the Google sites. So I'm going to go to that particular object, that is Jane Goodall. Yeah? So I'm just copy this GS util URI and copy paste in this particular program, and I'm going to execute this in front of you. All right. So I'm going to just replace this. Basically, because our video of analysis is this is the video URI. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna execute this now. So it's gonna take another 5 seconds, and then we're gonna conclude this video. So basically, why I'm showing you in with the two formatted videos is because this video intelligence, which actually detects the label for us, is capable of compiling the multiple types of videos as well. Yeah. All right. So in this one video, so I think yeah, you should have the some thought. Hey, this video, this API compilation or this invocation has to return me something like tree, forest, something like that, right? And here you go. That is what it has returned. That is, it has identified that this definitely there is a nature here. So there is something like this is something like related to a nature. There is a vegetations here, right? And then it has identified the leaf 32. All right. So basically, yeah. So actually, so these are all the this is all it has identified, which is accurate to the video if you can see the video again. Yeah. All right. So with that note, I have successfully shown you the things need to be shown in this video's description in this particular video, especially made for video intelligence. Yeah. All right. So with that note, thank you very much for watching my video. I can request please to subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. So with that note, thank you. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.